What's up, guys? Chris Teresi here, professional sports bettor, founder of WeCoverSpreads.com. Here to give you guys a Monday market report. Oh, what a day yesterday. We swept the board. We hit with the Ravens and the Giants. And I guess, either team could have won those games. Those are both great games yesterday, but we lucked out. We were on the right side, and it's just been one of those years in the NFL for us. A great year for us in the NFL. Couldn't complain about it and couldn't be happier about it. And we should have the Super Bowl pick up for sale within the next couple days on the site. Look to close off what was a great season, and right now it's just focus on basketball. And basketball has been doing really good for us. If you look at us, 39, 18, and 1, 68% winners, all sports, the last 16 days. 23, we've won 23 of our last 33 college basketball bets, 70% run. Long term, the last 71 days, we've won 114 games, lost 84, pushed 5, 58% winners the last 71 days for a long term grind, and 56% winners in NBA year to date. Can't complain right now, guys. Things are good, and all we can do is just keep working really hard and look to keep it going. You can get the Monday All Access Pass also up on the site, but let's get right into the Monday Market Report. As always, the games that'll be the biggest pain in the ass for books, like as far as tied up in the parlays and mostly one-sided bets. You're looking at Oklahoma City, Atlanta, San Antonio, and Portland, especially in parlays. A lot of Portland showing up in parlays, and that's your most popular, one-sided games that are going to be books hoping that sharps come in on the other side or whatever. As far as some sharp, aka professional, wise guy, whatever you want to call them, moves. Again, informational purposes only. Doesn't mean I co-sign any of these. But here in our local market here in New York, we've seen the Hornets open 5. That got scooped up. That's kind of a key number. Definitely the biggest key number in the NBA, and it got bet down to 4.5. So they took the 5 with New Orleans. We also see Golden State was a pretty big move. They moved as a 1-point favorite all the way up to a 2-point favorite. And then some totals out there. We seen Washington and Philly get bet up to the over for open 192.5, moved up to 194.5. The Nets in Chicago got bet over. It kind of got bet under early, then it got bet over late. So it basically opened 184, got bet down around 183, 182ish, and then moved up to all the way up to 187 for a big swing. Atlanta Milwaukee opened 183, bet down to the under to 181. Phoenix Dallas opened 181, was bet up to 183.5 with a move toward the over. So that's pretty much your the NBA market breakdown, and things could change. Some of these positions can get bought off of, and there'll be other moves later before tip off. We record this and I gather this information from a guy I know works with a lot of locals books and stuff earlier in the day, so things could change, so keep that in mind. As far as college basketball, one thing that won't change is these games here that'll be the pain in the ass for the books in college basketball, as far as being really one-sided and a lot of parlays, especially here in the local market like Iona and VCU. Iona's a local team, and Hofstra's, they don't really know much about Hofstra, but they see VCU laying all these points. They remember them from last year in the tournament, so they're taking Shaka Smart's team in a lot of parlays with Iona. You're seeing George Mason thrown in, and you're also seeing some Old Dominion thrown in. So those are the most popular ones, and interesting enough, Syracuse is not as high up on in parlays as the betting public kind of jumped off them after that one loss against Notre Dame. So, but we've seen the line, regardless, we've seen that line jump from 4 to 5 here locally in the local market with some. I guess you will see if it ends up being head fake money or if it's true position from sharps on Syracuse in that game. Other sharp moves, you got Northeastern open 8.5. They were bet down to 7.5 in that game against Old Dominion. Tucson open 16, bet down to 13. We've seen Santa Clara open up as a 2-point dog. They were moved over, bet to 1-point favorite now. Northeastern Old Dominion over, open 116, bet up to 118. Citadel Georgia Southern open 136.5, bet down to 134 with some under support. Drexel William and Mary, that game moved 116 up and a half up to 118.5 with some over support. And the big move, I guess which game is this? Is a college basketball game I know I'm missing on my sheet here. I'm gonna go. I think I'm almost positive it was the West Coast game, Loyola Marymount Santa Clara. I believe it opened up at around 143.5 here, and I know for a fact it's up to 148.5 right now. So that's a 5-point swing. That's a pretty big swing on that total there, with some pretty big over movement there. So that pretty much that pretty much wraps up what is not that big of a Monday card in college basketball. And that's pretty much your moves right there. And if you guys want, still got long-term basketball packages up on the sale and all that, up for sale on the site and all that. Definitely have some basketball-oriented blogs coming up, basketball podcast this weekend. So a lot of good stuff to look forward to at WeCoverSpreads.com. Definitely favorite it, bookmark it, and all that. And hopefully this video helps you guys out, and hope you guys all make some money today. All right, fellas.